Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're heading out to the stunning coastlines of Southeast Asia for a deep dive into Krabi, Thailand. But listen, we aren't just going to look at your standard tourist traps today. We're going to unpack all the fascinating details, the natural beauty, and the hidden spots to reveal Krabi as the truly mystical land it is. We're talking ancient cavemen, millions of years of tectonic shifts, legendary dragons, shipwrecked princesses, and some seriously amazing hidden waters. So if you're planning a trip or just dreaming of one, let's dive into this visual guide and see what really makes Krabi tick. Here is our itinerary for this explainer. First, when and how to go. Then the legends of Railay and Phra, twin peaks and caves, Dragon Crest Mountain, hidden inland waters, and finally, summit sunsets. All right, Section 1. When and how to go. Grounding ourselves with a few practical travel facts is honestly the best way to start. Before we can get into all the ancient myths, we need to navigate the climate, because the travel seasons here dictate your options drastically. Our data shows that November to March is your absolute peak window. You get gorgeous 28 to 32 degrees Celsius days, 8 to 9 hours of sunshine, and crucially, the Andaman Seas are super calm with under a 1.5 meter swell. That is perfect for riding along the coast and hopping on longtail boats. Now, April and May? They get incredibly hot, up to 35 degrees, and you really have to watch out for the Songkran Water Festival. People throw water everywhere, which can actually cause water damage to rental scooters on places like Phi Phi Island. Finally, June through October is the monsoon season. Prices drop by up to 50% sure, but the seas get incredibly rough, and up to 1 in 3 passenger ferries to the islands can actually be suspended. So the crucial point for exploring Krabi is mobility. And the magic number here? 150 to 300 Thai baht a day. That is the remarkably affordable, standard daily rate for renting a 125cc scooter like a Honda Click. And the sources point out that this rate stays relatively flat year-round. Having your own wheels is hands down the best way to hit places like the Tup Kek Viewpoint or Wat Tam Sua completely on your own schedule without having your itinerary dictated by massive group tours. Moving on to Section 2, Legends of Railay and Phra. Let's get off that mainland highway now. Imagine massive limestone walls, some reaching 200 meters high, completely cutting the Railay Peninsula off from the rest of the world. Because of this unique microgeography, 4 totally distinct ecosystems have emerged here. Railay West faces the open ocean, that's your luxury sunset-watching hub. Just a short walk away is Railay East, which is characterized by muddy mangrove forests. It's a bit more commercial and definitely more budget-friendly. Then you have Tonsai Beach, guarded by steep, rugged limestone walls that make it a bohemian paradise for hardcore rock climbers. And finally, Phra, known for its crystal turquoise waters and its deep, deep cultural significance. But that brings us to a really fascinating mystery. The most famous beach on the peninsula is named after a figure known simply as the Princess, or Phra. She's believed to reside in a spectacular cave right on the shoreline. But who exactly was she? Well, local folklore actually gives us 3 conflicting yet equally dramatic legends. According to our geographical and cultural sources, the first tells of a maiden whose beauty sparked a massive brawl between her suitors. A local hermit tried to stop the violence with magic, basically turning the bride into the cave and the fighting men into the surrounding islands. The second, much more tragic tale claims she was a faithful widow who just waited in the cave for her lost fisherman husband until the end of her days. And the third suggests she's the spirit of Shrikal Devi, an ancient Indian princess whose ship tragically sank right off the coast of Krabi. Regardless of which legend you lean toward, the cultural practices at Phra Cave today are very real and visually striking. The cave is a highly active shrine. Local fishermen visit it regularly to leave offerings, asking the princess for safe passage and a bountiful catch. And if you go, you'll see the cave is filled with a massive collection of intricately carved wooden phallic symbols left by devotees seeking fertility and prosperity. It is a powerful reminder to always approach these stunning geological sites with a lot of cultural respect. Section 3. Twin Peaks and Ancient Caves. Okay, leaving the spiritual shores of Railay, let's shift our focus to the wider bay. Have you ever wondered where the name Krabi actually comes from? The sources give us 2 completely competing origin stories. The mythological version centers around villagers unearthing 2 ancient swords, one large, one small. These were surrendered to the governor and supposedly hidden in the Khao Khanab Nam caves for safekeeping. In this version, the word Krabi directly translates to sword. But the second, more historical explanation? It suggests the name is basically just a centuries-old typo. Malay and Chinese merchants supposedly kept mispronouncing the name of a local tree, the lungpi tree, calling it Kalubi or Kolobi, which eventually just morphed into Krabi. And the caves in this region are way more than just mythical sword vaults. The Khao Kanab Nam Twin Peaks, standing 100 meters tall right over the Krabi River, house caves that were actual settlements for prehistoric cavemen. If you kayak through the mangrove channels there, you can even spot 3,000-year-old cave paintings. Out on the open water at Railay, there is the famous Viking cave. It's renowned not just for its history, but for its incredibly lucrative economy, harvesting swiftlet bird nests. Locals climb terrifyingly high bamboo scaffolds just to collect these nests, which are used for a delicacy soup. Get this, they are so valuable, selling for up to $4,000 for just 40 grams, that the cave is literally guarded by armed men 24/7. No way, right?
Let's move on to Section 4, Dragon Crest Mountain, Khao Ngon Nok. Prepare yourself for both a physical and a mythical ascent here, because to understand this mountain, you really have to understand the Naga. The Naga is a mythical snake-like dragon deeply rooted in Buddhist mythology, known as a fierce protector. The name Khao Ngon Nok literally translates to Mountain of the Naga's Crest. According to local belief, the mountain range itself isn't just rock. They believe it's the petrified body of a massive Naga dragon that laid down on the coast to rest, with its sheer weight forming the nearby Tub Cake Beach.
Let's actually walk through this hike, because every single step ties right back to the legend. First, you climb the jagged, undulating trail, which locals view as traversing the fossilized spine of the dragon. Along the way, you'll encounter a sacred freshwater pool fed by mountain runoff. This is known as Nam Ta Nok, or the Naga's Eye, and locals believe its waters are totally sacred and healing. Finally, as you reach the summit, you conquer the beast and you're rewarded with a staggering 360-degree panoramic view of the Andaman Sea, the limestone islands, and the lush inland jungle. It is breathtaking. Section 5. Hidden Inland Waters. Whew, okay. After that intense, sweaty hike up the dragon's back, it is time to bring the energy down slightly. Krabi is essentially a giant geological laboratory, and that complex limestone bedrock filters rainwater to create incredibly lush freshwater ecosystems hidden away from the high peaks. For example, we have Tha Pom Klong Song Nam, which translates to the Canal of Two Waters. It offers a pristine boardwalk trail right through the mangrove swamps, and you can actually swim in certain crystal-clear sections. Then there's Klong Route, a hidden, clear canal that feels like a secret adventurer's paradise, perfect for a quiet kayak trip. And of course, the famous Klong Tom District, home to the mineral-rich hot springs and the incredibly vibrant, naturally filtered emerald and blue pools.
You want to know the absolute best part about getting off the main tourist track to see these spots? To access the stunning boardwalks and swimming areas of the Tha Pom Klong Song Nam Nature Trail, the entrance fee is a mere 20 Thai baht. That is literally a fraction of $1 for all-day access to one of the most serene, crystal-clear natural wonders in the entire province.
Finally, Section 6, Summit Sunsets.
Because of Krabi's unique karst topography, nature has formed these elevated terraces that are absolutely perfect for panoramic skywatching. You basically have two premium choices to cap off your day, depending entirely on your vibe. If you're an early bird, take your scooter 20 minutes from Ao Nang to Din Dang Doi. It's a low mountain peak where you can watch the sunrise over a literal sea of clouds as thick morning mist settles into the valley below. But if you're a sunset chaser, you'll want to head 30 kilometers north to Khao Tong Hill. This steep terrace sits 120 meters above sea level and offers a millionaire's view of the sun casting golden and red reflections over all those scattered islands in Panga Bay.
From the perilous bamboo scaffolds of the Viking cave to the fossilized spine of a mythical dragon, I think it's clear that Krabi is so much more than just another beach holiday. It's a place where every limestone cliff and every hidden inland pool has a deep story to tell, shaped by millions of years of geology and centuries of human belief. So if you're scooter key in hand and the dry season skies above you, which myth or landscape are you going to explore first?